Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Olive Garden because I went to Olive Garden. Me and my grandma, it was our first time going to Olive Garden, like the idiots we were. And I'm just gonna tell you that shit for the birds, for the goddamn birds. There and you know what's so funny is the week before I went on my vacation down to Florida, 'cause we went to Daytona Beach. Wonderful, love it. Would go back. Mad that I have to come back because I'm back in Atlanta, and Lord knows I love my hometown, but my allergies acted right back up as if I didn't even leave this motherfucker. So I'm back to the sniffing and the coughing and the pollen, and I'm just like, take me back to the beach only because it was so peaceful. My allergies were just not acting up. It like, do you not know what it's like for to be able to breathe for almost 2 weeks without the achoo, and all that shit? Do you not understand the joys of just not having to deal with that shit ever? Because that's what I was feeling like down in Daytona. I was just like, finally, allergies, none of it never existed. But anyway, me and my grandma and my mama, we decided to go to Olive Garden. Worst mistake of our lives. See, we should have went to that. What was it? Fredro Febreze. It was a bar and surf place that it was right there next to it. But Grandma was kind of like, well, we've never been to Olive Garden before, so let's go to Olive Garden. Went to Olive Garden, and you know what's funny about this shit too is that um a week before we left, I saw a video of these group of people who took a foreign exchange student from Italy to Olive Garden, and they were kind of disgusted. And I can see why, because I ate Olive Garden, and I was just like, me, my mama, my grandma, we was just like, we were ready to get the fuck up and left. Like, we ordered the food and everything, and it was just like, absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the hell not. First and last time. I don't care what none of y'all say. If anybody's trying to tell me that Olive Garden is amazing, no. At this point, I'd rather just eat Stouffer's lasagna. Yeah, yeah. I'd rather eat Stouffer lasagna or make pasta at home from now on. I never want to go to a restaurant and buy pasta or Italian dishes ever again. Never in my life have I been turned off from Italian themed food in a restaurant. Like, I usually can handle any kind of different culture or whatever, but at this point, I prefer us either buying that shit in the store, the frozen aisle, or me and my mom going on YouTube and we are learning recipes for pasta dishes because we cook pasta too, and we trying to figure out how to do things correctly or whatever for Italian food. But whatever the hell that shit is at Olive Garden, I want to pay. I want to pay nobody for that shit. Right? Like the I can see why the Olive Gardens around Atlanta was closing because again I live in Georgia. Them hoes was closing up like it ain't nobody business. Never understood why, but until then, yes. Now I understand why they were closing was because the food sucks. The food is straight ass. We had some spaghetti. I think when my grandma had spaghetti and meatball or whatever. I don't know. First off, three giant meatballs, baby. What- I don't understand. Is that you know meatballs? Look, like I don't even know. I don't even know what kind. I don't know if they were Swedish meatballs or regular meatballs. I mean, it looked dry. It looked dried as hell, and it didn't even look enticing. The sauce and the pasta, where's the salt, the pepper, the paprika, the seasoning. There is no damn seasoning in that marinara sauce. I don't care what none of y'all say. Kiss my ass, cause mm-mm, mm-mm. I mean, luckily we had a nice server. He was wonderful. Shout out to Chris. he made the atmosphere warm and inviting or whatever and stuff like that. And he didn't really charge us much after we kind of didn't really, you know what I'm saying? I got the tour. I think I got the tour de la France or whatever, something like that. Where I got to try a lot of the dishes at at the restaurant. So I got to try that lasagna. The lasagna wasn't bad. The chicken Alfredo pasta, the unlimited bread and salad. The bread was a little salty, a little too salty, and it didn't have as much garlicly flavor compared to the ones that we make when we're at home. Again, when I prefer at home cooking Italian pasta over premium bought pasta, at a restaurant, we fucked up. We have gotten to DEFCON stupid because I don't understand. I'm just really being honest with y'all. What in God's name were they thinking? What was Olive Garden thinking? Olive Garden. I mean, I know they're probably not even going to hear this or anything, but change the formula or whatever. I don't know if it's popular. I don't know what's going on. Like I really don't understand the the whole Olive Garden thing at this point because people were hyping it up, and me and my grandma decided that that's where we wanted to go, like the idiots we were, and it didn't sit well with grandma. Grandma also got like some kind of soup thing too as well. That soup, ew, I don't know. It was like some kind of soup where like rigatoni balls or whatever. That was another thing that was just like, no thanks. Um, I just don't know. I don't know. I wasn't pleased with what I was like eating there, and I'm just like, man, come on. What in God's name is this? Because we spent money on it, and I was hoping that it was going to be good because I do like a good lasagna and I do like a good pasta. And at this point, I'd rather fly to Italy for pasta, or if I have to go to a restaurant, a premium restaurant, and spend money on it, I'd rather it be authentic Italian food than to go to Olive Garden. I I don't know what that is, and I know I'm probably not really eating premium pasta Italian dishes when we go home because when we're at home, we get the noodles, and then we play around with sauces and meats, and we make our own version of some of those Italian classics or whatever. Even the ravioli is we don't really try to get it out the can. We try to make it ourselves. Um, but I don't know. It just wasn't good. I just was confused because I don't understand where people were at because I'm trying to figure out like, okay, y'all all said that it's good, but I ate it and it ain't good. That's just my personal opinion. My personal opinion. If you like Olive Garden, that's great. That's fine. Have at it. But I'm just letting you know my experience. Okay, Olive Garden is a hell no. Will not be going back to Olive Garden. I can understand why that foreign exchange student was pissed off and looking like, what the hell is this shit? No offense, it feels like this is something that white people like more so than anything else. Since when we was in the restaurant, that's mostly who was sitting up in the damn restaurant. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest in that there is no racism with that shit. This feels like diet white people who aren't Italian pasta. Because no, it what the seasoning wasn't there. We needed pepper, paprika, chives, garlic powder. There was barely any seasoning in that food. I'm sorry to tell y'all. So once again, if you like it, that's fine. I'm just gonna let you know I didn't like it. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think. Comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.